what are the X factors for Golden State that will make them be able to make a push in the playoffs?
Nothing.
Oh, my God.
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
No Jimmy Butler, no Draymond if they lock in. Clip.
I don't foresee them beating Denver. I don't foresee them beating Oklahoma City. And I don't foresee them beating the Lakers. So there's nothing to talk about. And I possibly...
You're talking Lakers with a LeBron back, not a Luka by himself.
With LeBron and Luka.
Right, you got to say healthy. That.
And I also don't see them potentially even beating the Clippers in a 7-game series.
You're outside your mind.
I'm just saying. I don't see...
They're getting the Clippers out of here.
They're gonna make a good push.
4-2.
They're gonna make a good push. But deep in the playoffs, that's where you get a little hairy. They might get a first-round win. I'll give them that. But I don't see them making a deep run.
And when we say deep, we mean like past semifinals.
Yeah. I mean, you got to throw Memphis in there. They got to beat Memphis in a 7-game series.
They could do that.
They got to beat Houston. 7-game series.
They can do that. That might just wear them out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Houston's young.
So again, there's those are those. I don't see a deep playoff run.
Okay.
Now Steph is the greatest shooter God ever created. So I could be wrong, and it could be something special this postseason. But I just don't see that being enough to top those other teams I just named.
Okay. The Minnesota Timberwolves are currently 39-29, sitting 7th in the West as of last night. If they don't continue to compete, do you see Anthony Edwards staying there to sign an extension? It's getting ugly.
But this is what we got to stop doing.
Oh, talk to me.
We got to stop with this whole narrative that if we're not winning on our time, let me just get up and go. I think that era of basketball is over. He's going to sign his extension.
Bless you.
Thank you. He's going to sign his extension.
Right.
And then he could force his way out at a later point. Could. But I think what they're going to need to do is retool, because that's also a spot that KD could end up.
No, stop.
In Minnesota as well.
Stop.
Because they have the pieces to trade.
No.
To Phoenix.
No. Who they trading?
I mean, they could trade Julius Randle. They can trade
McDaniels?
Nas Reed.
Nas Reed is leaving this summer for free, which we should pick up, by the way.
I can see Julius Randle being packaged. I don't know all of what's going to be sent. Terrence Shannon's another one because he ain't been getting that much time.
Yeah, he deserves a little bit more.
He's a stud.
But they got Terrence Shannon and Rob Dillingham, so it's a little, you got to cut that time in half.
Terrence he's
tough. He was killing at Texas Tech.
I had the pleasure of meeting him last summer out in Cali.
Bouncy.
And he was watching him work out.
He's tough.
He's
real deal.
He's going to be around the league for a long
time. I like
him.
Yeah.
But like I listen. I personally believe that Ant's going to we got to get out of this era of if it's not working here, you need to get out of here. No, let's go upstairs. Let's be grown men. Let's have a conversation. I'm coming to Rel. I'm coming to Rob. I cannot work under these conditions anymore. You have to get me better talent here.
You sound like a Karen.
Okay? And we're going to make note of this. We're going to document that we had this conversation. And I might got to come and remind y'all again in mid-season, right? But I need to get out of here. Listen, I mean, I need this to work out here, or I'm going to have to get out of here is where I was going.
Nas, I feel you.
But I don't think he's going to sign his extension.
Nas, they traded Cat. They are moving crazy.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying in terms of moving the process along quickly, but you can't be moving the pieces that we need to win and bring me back Julius Randle. No disrespect to him, but that trade is just not even. I feel like my future's at risk when you're making plays like that. Now,
where's he going to go?
I don't know.
Because L.A. is worried about Luka right now. Let's talk about all the big markets. L.A. is worried about Luka.
He fits in New York, and I hate the Knicks.
New York is done.
He does.
Y'all
because of Jalen Brunson. And
he's not going there.
Right.
Brooklyn is an option.
Oh, no.
That's the bigger. Brooklyn is the best city in New York, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so that I could see him
in the Brooklyn Nets uniform.
But that's if he goes
to New York.
That's if he goes to New York. He doesn't play for the Knicks. Where other big market? Because he needs to go to a big market.
He needs to go big after this. I'm with you on that. He doesn't leave here and do
I'm looking at the other big markets. Where is it? Where is there room for him? There isn't.
So LA.
No.
What about Chicago?
Yeah. He's not from there, so why would he? That don't really move it.
Maybe package him with somebody else. No,
he ain't going there.
Ooh, Atlanta. He's from Georgia.
That's possible.
He would do that.
He would. That's possible.
But does Trae Young stay?
I think they would.
Those two don't work together personality wise.
They wouldn't.
They don't.
And
because Trae in his mind,
Minnesota wanting to swap.
Straight up?
Swap Edwards and Trae Young.
That's not equal.
I don't know if it is from a salary perspective, but
that's not
and
equal.
I don't know what Minnesota would be what else
willing to do.
Yeah, what else they would be willing to get, because then they also they got to figure out the situation with Terrence Shannon and Rob Dillingham, respectfully.
Yeah, like they got to decide which one of those are, and then on top of that, they still got Mike Conley. So
he's but we're not worried about him.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay. All right.
So, yeah, man, I think Ant, stay put, get your money, and go to that GM, go to that team, have your agent. Y'all sit down and talk about.
Stay. You want him to stay?
Yeah. Like just figure it out.
He checks the market.
Check it out.
Mike
Mike stayed. You said they said he was the next. Like, just stay. Just relax. I understand things are not going well. Your franchise made a bad move by trading Cat. I would agree, but it's not time to throw in the white towel. It's not time to throw in the white towel. Right. They got to the Western Conference Finals last year, right?
They did, and then look where they at now.
But it's not over because they
can make a push.
They could make a playoff run.
That was bad,
depending on how the seedings,